What up, everybody? It's Hank from Bikes, Bumps, and Banter here in beautiful Brandon, Manitoba, Canada. Today is November 23rd. It is an uncanny plus 10 degrees Celsius out, which is unheard of for this time of year. As you can see, I've already rolled the bike out, and once I'm done this talk, I'm going to go for a ride around town, and maybe I'll zoom out a little bit on the highway just because I can. What's prompting this discussion, though, before I go, is in one of the forums I'm on, or a couple of the forums that I'm on, they're actually talking about how some people think it's dangerous for us to ride in November and try to extend the season as long as we possibly can. There are some issues that we have to be concerned about in November, possibly snow on the ground, but today there is none. Also, the possibility of frost coming out of the ground, which is true this time of year, especially when it drops down to -5, -6, -10 overnight. And then when it starts to warm up in the daytime, you'll get the frost coming out of the ground in the morning. As you can see in the afternoon, there's no frost here now, and there's probably no issue with riding. The big thing is if you're going to ride earlier in the day before all the frost is gone, we just normally avoid any place that would be naturally shaded. So if I go down by the river, which would be naturally colder, and where the trees are in the shade, in the morning I wouldn't ride down there. More than likely there will be still frost on the ground. Is there a danger riding my bike at this temperature? For the bike itself, no. Generally, it prefers the colder air. My tires are still good at plus 10. I mean, plus 10 is a good day. There should be no issue whatsoever riding today. Those guys who think that we should all pack up our bikes and put them away as soon as the temperature gets cold enough where they don't ride, doesn't mean the rest of us have to pack up and put our stuff away. There have been years where I've actually ridden all the way into December, which for us here in Midwestern or the beginning of Western Canada is uncanny. It barely ever happens, but when it does happen, there's a few diehards that do take advantage of it. I'm not going to say that my skill is better than any other guy's skill. I do put on a crazy amount of kilometers in some years. This year, I've put in close to just over 17,500 kilometers. My brand new bike, which I bought this last March, I crossed 30,000 kilometers on it already. So I've got a few miles. I've got some experience. I know my skill limit, and I pretty much know when I shouldn't ride and when I can ride. Today, it's a day I'm going to ride. You guys can let me know how you think about this, but again, plus 10. It's been plus 10 for a few hours. There's no frost left on the ground whatsoever. I'm going riding. I'm going to go out and enjoy it while I can. I'm not doing any major trips. I'm not going to do anything crazy because I normally don't do anything crazy. But if you guys want to drop in the comments what you guys think about riding this late in the year in Canada, by all means, go right ahead. Maybe we can have this discussion. Anyway, I'm going to cut this short. I'm going to crank up the bike and I'm going to get out on the road. Later.